Live from downtown Vancouver at the Vancouver Film School campus, it's time for EP Live. Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool right here from our studios based at the VFS Cafe in Vancouver. Thank you, everybody. Oh, we've got sound effects. I love it. That's awesome. Yes, this is a live show. It's shot before a live crowd, and thank you for joining us, guys. It's fantastic to see you. It's Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. We know we've been off for a little bit, but we've been busy. We've been working on some stuff. But thank you for tuning in and being a part of our day today. We're going to have a lot of fun, I promise. 390 West Hastings in Vancouver is where we shoot, and it is open to the public. It's also a licensed cafe, and I never mention that when we shoot. But you can, if you want to come down and have a nice frosty adult beverage, you can come right here. And what am I doing? Oh, put the mic in front of my face. Thanks, Blake. Blake likes to make hand signals. I never know what the hell he's saying to me, but we still work it out. We just do it live. That's what we do. We've got a great show. We're going to be talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'll move it over this way. I get it. Are we good? It's better? We're going to be talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare with two of our friends. Now, raise it up. Are you serious? It's like you're working for the airlines or something here. What's happening? Okay, is that better? Yeah, is that better? Okay, all right. It's my first day. We are going to be talking with two friends of ours, Sam Miskovich, I hope I got his name right, from Ars Technica, and Rob Keys from Screen Rant. Both big gamers, and both have played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, as have I. That's where I was earlier this week at the multiplayer event in Los Angeles. Had a lot of fun. We'll be talking about that. But first, we've got some news for you in our Tasty Rundown, which is dedicated to Jeff Meacham, who said, can you give me a shout-out on the next rundown? I would really appreciate it. Sure, Jeff. This rundown's all for you, buddy. All right, the Nintendo Switch is a big hit worldwide, and it's about to get 1 billion times bigger. Nintendo has struck a deal that will finally allow them to begin selling the Switch in China. They're partnering with Chinese giant Tencent to release the console in the country, with Tencent handling game ports and localization, as well as building a new online store that will appease Chinese government censors. Although the Switch has been available in Chinese territories like Hong Kong, it hasn't been legally available in mainland China, and therefore missing out on more than 1 billion potential users. The news comes as Nintendo has announced that the Switch has now sold just under 40 million units worldwide. This is huge, and I think it's kind of a golden goose, right? It's like Tencent has made its name in the marketplace because of that incredible, amount of people that they can sell to already, and they've been able to come in and become either partial owners or full owners of lots of studios all over the world. Famously, they've been working with Epic, but they are a name that you see all over the place. You see them in movie screens, you see them on, before video games boot up, then you're jumping into those worlds. So this is a big deal that Nintendo is working with Tencent, and they are going to get the Switch all over the place. I think anybody that's come in contact with that console has been pretty happy with the machine, although we have some news coming up that may dispute that a little bit. But I think the Switch is going to be a massive, massive hit overseas, and I think we're going to start to see a lot of very happy Chinese gamers out there. And let's hope that the censorship stuff and all of these different tariffs and this sort of pissing match that's happening around the world, and the cyber intrigue and all that stuff that's happening too, all the spying and some of the malevolence. Let's hope it starts to calm down a little bit, and it doesn't seep into the video game world, because honestly, games are supposed to be just for fun, right? Can't we all just get along and play some games together? All right, well, it turns out that not everyone is a fan of the Nintendo Switch. After the poor reception of the last two FIFA games on the Switch, publisher Electronic Arts says that their customers just don't want to play games on that platform. What? That's according to CEO Andrew Wilson, who tells investors that most Switch owners also have other systems like the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One, and most of them would rather play EA games on those platforms instead. EA has almost no games on the Switch, while other publishers have been rushing to it thanks to the growing number of users. I think this is a dumb move. To be frank, I think that this is absolutely the wrong move, and I think for EA to limit itself by its existing kind of library and thinking of the Switch as only a system that can handle what they're currently publishing is a major mistake. I think Electronic Arts needs to get back to its roots and start to appeal to as many new players as possible, and the Switch is an excellent platform to maybe create a compilation, maybe an EA Classic compilation, or bring back some of the classic versions of some of these sports franchises and sort of appeal to players from a perspective of just plain fun, as opposed to trying to, in the sports world, being super authentic and all about the sort of photorealism. Go back to what made EA Sports a household name. And I think the Switch fan base out there would be very amenable to that. I think that would be fantastic. But EA has to remember that they've got a bunch of franchises. They've got a whole bunch of brands and important game names that we haven't seen or heard from for a long time. Burnout and Road Rash. There's a whole bunch of fantastic titles out there that they could be dipping into. I would love to play Burnout 3 Takedown or Burnout Revenge or Burnout Paradise on the Nintendo Switch, or even Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 or SSX. There's a lot of different ways that they could appease that marketplace. I think it is very short-sighted for them to be saying carte blanche that Switch owners don't want to play EA games. That's crazy. EA's got a lot of cards that they could be playing. They might not want to play FIFA on the Switch because they know if they want FIFA, they can get a more photoreal looking one on the Xbox or the PlayStation 4. It's crazy. I think an NHL game, honestly, on the Switch would be huge because we haven't had a portable NHL game since the PSP. It's been that long. I'm talking to a bunch of Canadians here. It's been a long time. It'd be great. So wrong move. Andrew, rethink that, please. Speaking as a Switch owner that would like to see lots of EA games on there. All right, after years of controversy, it looks like No Man's Sky might finally have moved beyond all of its problems. The massive Beyond update for the outer space exploration game will launch August 14th on all platforms. Beyond basically includes two big changes to the game, the addition of a first-person VR mode and a new online multiplayer component. Although there has been limited multiplayer support so far, Beyond adds expanded multiplayer missions that are built around different players meeting and working together with many similarities to an MMO. The update, by the way, is free for all players, and yes, Hello Games has completely turned around the story of No Man's Sky. It's an incredible game. They're an amazing studio. I thought that, when they launched the game, but their commitment to this game over this amount of time, and there were, lots of unhappy customers out there, lots of people that were promised one thing, but I knew in my heart that those guys built a platform. I knew that they were going to continue to commit to it and continue to build on it, and I knew that what they crafted there was kind of an outer space Minecraft in a way. There was a lot that they could stack onto it, and that's exactly what they've done. I think the only kind of threshold they likely will cross is the ability to give that back to players and let them build and create, especially as they're venturing into multiplayer in a serious way like this. This game is massive, and not just in a literal sense, but in a sense of what a game can be in 2019. You can continue to support something like this, and it can continue to grow and expand and be valuable to a lot of players. And I think the Beyond expansion is going to bring a lot of people to No Man's Sky for the very first time, and I think they're going to really be impressed by what they see. I was impressed by the launch experience, and even though it was repetitive and maybe it didn't offer every single thing that was in the trailer, I was just like, wow, this is really, really beautiful and massive, and also made me think I can't wait for the VR experience of this, and now we're going to get that. So bravo to Hello, and I'm definitely diving back into this. I'm going to be away at the end of August, so I won't be reporting on the content in this until September, but I'm definitely going back to No Man's Sky. Very excited about that. Now, we don't know if we'll ever get another Rocketeer movie, but the franchise is taking off in another way. Disney has unmasked the new Rocketeer animated TV series coming to their Disney Junior cable channel. The show serves as a sequel to the cult classic movie and will focus on Kit Secord, the daughter of the film's rocket-powered hero Cliff Secord. complete with star Billy Campbell back in his first voice acting role ever. There have been rumors about a new Rocketeer movie for years, so this new show could be Disney's way of testing the waters and introducing the franchise to a new audience. It hits the airwaves this fall. I'm super excited about this, and kudos to Dennis, one of our regular EP viewers, who forwarded me this in a tweet today. Can't wait to share this show with my kid. I've already sent an email off to Billy Campbell, who we got to know when he was shooting The Killing here in Vancouver. He's a wonderful guy, and he was very proud of his work on The Rocketeer, as he should be. It was a terrific, ahead-of-its-time film, directed by the guy that directed the first Captain America movie, by the way, Joe Johnston, who worked under Spielberg and Lucas, and worked in the Indiana Jones franchise, and it's got that level of warmth. I've always loved this character. I love the comics as well, so I am fired up, and I can't wait to share this. And my kid has actually seen my Rocketeer action figures, and I pointed out that I got to meet the Rocketeer, and I watched the movie with the Rocketeer. That was one of the cool things I got to do, was sit down and do a behind-the-scenes viewing of the Rocketeer Blu-ray with Billy Campbell, and we just chatted about that. And we posted that on our old site. I don't know if it's still available on our existing site, but we'll try to find it. It was super fun, and he's awesome, and I'm so psyched that he's in this. Very excited about that.